I need to know how to fix an iPhone charger port.
Use an Apple-compatible charger so it actually works with the port.
I'm using the right charger.
Remember that if you're charging the iPhone via a USB connection through a computer and that connection isn't plugged in or the cable is bad, that isn't the charger's fault. Ditto if the wall outlet the USB power adapter is plugged into isn't working.
No, it would be mine. And this isn't a case of the power connection is the problem.
It would be easy to try plugging the charger into another device or outlet to see if it is the cable before you start taking apart the iPhone, assuming it is a hardware problem.
I know it would be a hardware problem if the port was filled with debris.
If the iPhone had gotten wet and you put it in a bag of rice to dry it out, then you would have the risk of rice powder and pieces getting into the port so it can't recharge.
I'd also have voided the warranty because all the water indicators would still have changed colors.
If the phone is relatively new and it isn't charging, take it back to get repaired under warranty.
I'd have to pay for repairs.
You could still try putting the phone in a bag of silica gel packs to try to dry it out if there's a chance the reason the charger doesn't work is moisture.
Unless my purse has started sweating, that isn't the root cause.
You could still take a toothpick and clean out the port to make sure the reason it isn't charging is a buildup of lint.
Then I'd need to clean my purse out so that doesn't cause the problem again.
The same issue can happen if you keep the phone in your pocket too. That was even the subject of a Business Insider article in 2014.
This becomes a great reason to carry it in a protective case.
Don't forget to check that the problem isn't the connector on the charger, as well, not just the phone's port. After all, it has to plug in two places to charge the phone.
That's why you said earlier to try a different charging cable too.
The iPhone might not charge because one of the pins is broken.
And unfortunately, that's not something you can duct tape or glue back in place.
You can try to check the number of pins or just take it in to get the parts replaced.
It worked until recently, and I haven't done anything obvious like dropped it that could break it.
If the iPhone won't charge and iTunes won't recognize it every time you plug it in, that's a sign of a bad dock connector.
If it was only a case of iTunes not recognizing the device, I'd know to try a restore to defaults or update iTunes on my computer to match the version on the phone.
If we've narrowed it down to a hardware problem, you can either take it to the Apple Store to have the dock replaced or take it apart with a spudger and suction cup and hope the replacement port gets put in right.